Welcome to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah, and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Virgo for the very first week of June. I have already meditated on the cards and I have shuffled them, and this is the spread that I have for you today. Please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Please take those parts that do resonate and leave the ones that do not resonate behind. In the past position, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, which is which are both very positive cards. The Ace of Pentacles suggests that you could recently have started a new life. The aces actually generally indicate a beginning of something in your life, and there is a hand extending from the above with an offering. Usually Ace of Pentacles is a very good omen. It may suggest in the past position that you have come from a privileged place. It may suggest that you're moving and starting something new. With the Page of Pentacles is also similar to a new beginning card. It's also kind of, you see one pentacle being offered, and he's standing in the field of green, lush environment. So in the recent past, you have undertaken a new beginning in either your personal life or professional life, but both suggests that there's something new starting. It also could be a warning to be careful with your money. Usually when a new venture starts, sometimes we tend to overspend. In the challenging position, we have the Page of Swords and the Empress. I will tell you immediately that the Empress in a negative position usually means some negative influence coming from a woman. In a normal position, this means abundance. It could mean a woman is pregnant. It could mean an energy, sort of nurturing energy from someone. But in the negative position, the Page of Swords indicates an obstacle. It indicates a challenge that needs to be overcome. I tend to kind of get a feeling that because of this Empress in a negative clarifying position, there may be someone who is gossiping about you. Perhaps they are not very supportive of the new beginning that you have over here. In the recent past, it is maybe someone who is sort of spying on you for benefit of others. It is maybe someone who is a little bit two-faced. But there's definitely some challenge that you have to overcome due to a person who is influencing you negatively. On the flip side, it could also mean that you are being manipulative, that you are being the person that is negative. But for some reason, I don't feel this for you guys. In the present position, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords, which of course is it's a tall order for the present position, because the Nine of Swords indicates very much anxiety, unable to sleep, overthinking, being over analytical in your head, perhaps being self-critical. Did I do everything right? Am I going in the right direction? The Nine of Swords is definitely has something to do with deceit. There's a very actually, the Seven of Swords, I apologize, has something to do with deceit. It's a very strong card about taking these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords away in the opposite direction. You're sneaking away, so that it could be interpreted that you are doing something you're not supposed to be doing. The Nine of Swords is, of course, being absolutely afraid, I think, of something. There's something that is not letting you sleep. And it suggests to me that there may be responsibility. You find yourself in a situation where you don't want to take responsibility, or you are hoping for a quick fix to a problem. And of course, there is no quick fix to the problem. You need to work through it step by step. And here is the outcome, the future position. We have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Wands. The Two of Swords is about being trapped. It's about feeling indecision, maybe about being confused, not knowing what to do. Your eyes are covered. Your heart is covered as well by the hands that are crossed on your chest. There's a moon that suggests there is some secretive information you're not aware of. And of course, the Queen of Wands represents someone who is passionate and who is magnetic. And so I think you have some help coming here in terms of there's some positive influence on this decision that you have to make. So there is help. You're not alone. Someone is influencing you positively, which was, of course, the opposite of this challenging combination where someone was influencing you negatively. Let's see what the message of the universe, let's see what the message from the universe is. I also shuffled and meditated on this deck, which is the deck of messages from the universe. And it says, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So it's important for us to allow our feelings to come to the surface. Sometimes we don't let that because it might affect our job, it may affect our relationship. We don't allow if we are angry or resentful, we don't let those things kind of come to the surface, but they need to come to the surface. If it is a important relationship that you don't want to jeopardize, perhaps maybe working out or doing something physically where you can exert energy will help you also clear feelings. It's important to change your state of mind, and different things can alter. Physical activity alters the way you sort of think, and maybe that will help your ability to process emotions better, and it will definitely help you sleep better as well. Let's see what the message is from the ancestors and angels. The first card is your strength, and it says Knight, which says be brave and honest. I think that speaks to your emotions as well, not to hide them and to maybe work through them even if they are unpleasant. And what this card means is do the right thing, even if it isn't the easiest option. Stand for what you know to be right and true. The knight is a knight in shining armor, dedicated to the crown that his sword defends. In this sense, be a protector of the Holy Grail, and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. He represents the warrior in you. Whether you're female or male, that energy is within you. His sword and armor show he's courageous and strong, but if you look closely, you will see he has a tear. Does he? I suppose you could say there is a tear. If you look closely, there is a tear running down his face, showing his willingness to be vulnerable and his love for what he protects. The energy of respect is important right now. You're being encouraged to figure out what is important to you and what do you stand for. If you're in a space where there's opposition, you're being guided to follow through with integrity, because even if it seems this will slow your progress, your rewards will be much more abundant. You are being surrounded by a light, of bravery to help you. This card also brings justice. If you're longing for justice, please know that the universal energies are working to bring everything back into order, and that you don't need to force anything through with your will. In the game of life, sometimes we always want to go ahead, get ahead. And when other people get ahead in front of us, we think we're losing, we're losers, but that's not quite true. The people who get ahead of us will have obstacles and challenges that we might not be aware of. So it's important to sort of stay in your lane, keep your emotions open, and of course, be strong. This is the second card, which suggests what your heart wants you to know. And this card is a seer. See beyond the current situation. I've never had this card before. It suggests to me that she's almost like a gypsy or a fortune teller. See beyond the current situation. Look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Most indigenous peoples have a seer in the family or tribe. Seers are the intelligent and intuitive beings who serve as direct channels for information on what's occurring now and what's about to unfold. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future. It's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Don't allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know you're in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so your experiences can be more enjoyable. You're moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening. So stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. And this is what you need to work on. Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. Let's see what this card means. Have a plan or strategy in place before moving forward. Taking some time to assess what your next steps are. All great warriors have a plan. You are a sensitive being, and if you're not prepared for the tasks you're taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. The ancestor guidance that is coming to you now is a reminder that you have a warrior's heart and that you would have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a strategy in place and let your guides support you and move forward. I think this is a wonderful reading. I think it's very promising, especially with the outcome that someone who is going to be kind is going to help you make a decision. You're not alone. Remember to keep your emotions aired out. And the thing about Nine of Swords card is this is air energy. It moves quickly. It's not going to stick around for more than a few days or maybe a week. So the anxiety that you feel, the uncertainty that you feel, the overthinking, the overanalyzing that you feel will pass, and it will pass quite shortly. And then you will probably have to make a decision, and I think in the next reading we will see how the decision that you made is going to unfold. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did enjoy this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. And please share any comments. I absolutely love feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.